Mr. Chairman, I just wanted to say, finally she's here. We've been trying for 5 months to get Ms. Ingram in front of this committee. I was beginning to think there was no such person as Sarah Hall Ingram. I mean, a couple months ago, Chairman Langford and I had a joint subcommittee scheduled. Ms. Ingram was supposed to be in front of that committee, but Mr. Werfel called up and said, nope, she's not coming, I am instead. Months we've been trying to get this lady in front. Here's the lady who, as the chairman said, is at the center of the storm of two of the biggest issues this country has dealt with in recent history: the targeting of conservative groups and implementation of Obamacare. Knows a lady who was Lois Lerner's direct boss, and today's the first time she's been in front of this committee after this scandal's been known about for 5 months. Here's a lady who for the last 3 years has been head of the Office for Implementing the Affordable Care Act, and today's the first time she comes in front of the committee? I mean, this is unbelievable. Two of the biggest issues facing the country, and the first time she comes in front of the Government Oversight Committee. And Mr. Cummings brings up the letter that we got yesterday from Mr. Werfel. They tried again yesterday to not have her be here. So it raises just one simple question. Why? What does she know that the IRS doesn't want this committee, this Congress, and the American people to know? What does she know about the Affordable Care? What are they trying to hide? So Mr. Chairman, thanks for your persistence. I'm glad it finally happened. I mean, it's astonishing that it took 5 months to get, but I'm glad it finally happened. One more thing, if I could, Mr. Chairman, then I'll yield back. Can we put up a slide? Mr. Cummings raised this issue. Mr. Werfel said she's not the right person to bring. We need these other folks here. We need Mr. Werfel here. He didn't want her to come. Let's put up this. This was a briefing. If we could put up the first slide. This was a briefing given to the IRS Oversight Board just this past May 2nd, 2013. And guess who gave that briefing? Who do you think gave that briefing? The lady we've been waiting to get in front of this committee, Sarah Hall Ingram. And again, you don't have to take my word for it. We got the minutes from the meeting. If we can put that slide up. The minutes from the meeting, Affordable Care Act update, led by Sarah Hall Ingram, Director, ACA Office. So Mr. Werfel didn't want her to come today, hasn't let her come for 5 months, but she was good enough to brief the IRS, and not just brief them. Look what it says she talked about. Ms. Ingram discussed the security and safeguard programs the IRS has in place regarding the share of data among its partners, including those for the Affordable Care Act programs. This is exactly the lady we need in front of the Congress. It just took us 5 months to get her here.
Well, gentlemen, yield.
Be happy to yield.
Let me make sure I understood what you said. You said that I was trying to stop her from coming here? Did you say that?
We have a letter from Mr. Werfel indicating he didn't want Sarah Hall Ingram to come to.
Oh, well, that has nothing to do with me.
You just read a letter from Mr. Werfel's, a different letter you had. You said you wanted Mr. Werfel here as well.
But gentlemen, yield. I just want to.
If the gentleman will suspend, the record from the chairman is, in fact, that Mr. Cummings tried to get 4 additional witnesses on this panel. Mr. Werfel tried to not have Sarah Hall Ingram come, and the request, no matter where they originated, to not have her testify today repeatedly came from the commissioner.
Here's the point, Mr. Chairman. Why in the world does it take 5 months to get the lady who was there when the targeting of conservative groups started, who was Lois Lerner's direct boss, who for the past 3 years has been implementing the Affordable Care Act at the IRS, why in the world should it have taken 5 months for her to come in front of this committee? What are they trying to hide? And that's why this hearing is so important. And that's, Mr. Chairman, I'll yield back.
Thank the gentleman.